Hello, it's Rudy Diaz again, and I wanted to begin by saying Happy Thanksgiving week. Now, it truly is one of my favorite holidays because it gives me an opportunity to reflect about what I'm most grateful for. And it reminds me of my family. And it reminds me primarily that I'm truly grateful for my grandmother and the influence that she had in me growing up. So with that said, I wanted to share a very suitable book with that, which is No Mirrors in My Nana's House. So, primarily, this book is about the experiences that this granddaughter has with the grandmother. And what is interesting is that this book is very lyrical. It's actually a song. And so because of that, a lot of repetition is used. So this line, no mirrors in my Nana's house, is reiterated again and again and again. It's repeated. So in each page, in every other page, it will say no mirrors in my Nana's house. But we'll explain why that is important. Another device used in the images actually was this. Now we can obviously define which one is the grandmother and the granddaughter. But the faces have no eyes, no mouth. And the only thing that distinguishes people in this book pretty primarily are the skin tones. And I found that to be interesting because it really helps me think that this can apply really to anybody. It also adds a special touch that helped me actually reflect upon my experiences with my grandmother and this book. So, with that said, I wanted to share my favorite part of the book that really highlights the importance of inner reflection and what true reflection really is. So, in the book, there is a line, and I'm going to read the image here provided, and it says, "There were no mirrors in my Nana's house, no mirrors in my Nana's house. So I never knew that my skin was too black. I never knew that my nose was too flat. I never knew that my clothes didn't fit. I never knew there were things that I missed. Because the beauty in everything was in her eyes, like the rising of the sun." I love that part. It helped me reflect on the fact that mirrors give us an opportunity to look into them and reflect on ourselves through our own lens. And at times it can be difficult. Lots of times many people do say our harshest critics are ourselves. And I feel like especially as a child growing up, it's really easy to do that with the pressures of movies or cartoons or the media and stuff. It's really easy for a child to wonder, why am I not growing up like him? Or why am I not developing in such a way? But that's what's so important about the phrase, no mirrors in my Nana's house. Because there's a different reflection discussed in this book. And it was the fact that because the beauty in everything was in her eyes, like the rising of the sun. And we see here, this is the only reflection that matters between these two pictures. Although we don't see any eyes, we can tell that they are directed at each other. And she's not reflecting upon her grandmother. If not, she's reflecting on the reflection that's in the grandmother's eyes, which is what the grandmother can see. And it continues to state that the grandmother is really reflecting on the good that's in a child. It doesn't matter how you look. It doesn't matter the mistakes that you make. It matters in the good that exists in you and that exists in every single child. And as I was reading this book and listening to the song, which I will be playing in the background, it helped me realize that overall, I feel like with every generation, it's harder for a child to develop that self-personality, or that self-confidence. But look no further than the grandmother, for her reflection really does show the good that exists. Maybe not perfection, but definitely the good that exists in every child. So, that's pretty much what I got out of this book. And I loved it. I mean, it makes me speechless because it's just so simple, but the message is so sweet. So as I end this presentation, I just want to end with this last line that says, "Chill, look deep in my eyes, child, look deep into my eyes, child, look deep into my eyes." And I feel like it's a message for everybody that as we reflect on the good that other people can see in ourselves, we can be able to grow. And more than anything, I feel that this book is just such a fun way for kids to learn that. And so, happy Thanksgiving when it does happen on Thursday, or whenever, pretty much the week. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching.